Welcome to the Explainer. We're here to break down big topics and make you smarter faster.
Sound familiar? Yeah. If you've ever felt that exact frustration with ChatGPT or other AI tools, where you feel like you're just hitting a wall, you are definitely not alone. That feeling where the AI just doesn't seem to get it is super common. But here's the good news. There is a fix. And it's not about finding some magical, perfect prompt. It's actually about changing your entire approach. So today, we're going to go on a journey from that frustration to total mastery. We'll cover the common problems, how to master your inputs, refine the conversation, and ultimately adopt a whole new, more powerful AI mindset. Okay, so first things first, let's really dig in and diagnose this problem. Why is it that even when you think you've written a pretty good prompt, you still get, disappointing results? Oh, we have all been there, right? You ask for a simple checklist and what do you get? A giant wall of text. Or, even worse, you trust a fact it gives you and it turns out to be completely made up. Now, it really feels like the AI is failing you, but these are just symptoms of a much deeper issue.
So here's the aha moment. What's really fascinating here is that most of these so-called fails, they have almost nothing to do with the AI's technology itself. No, the real problem is all about how we interact with it.
And this right here, this is a perfect example. I mean, research has shown that just by giving clear, specific instructions, you can cut down irrelevant results by almost half, 42%. That's huge. It just goes to show you these small tweaks in how you ask can have an absolutely massive impact on what you get back. So, what's the bottom line? Getting better answers from AI isn't just about writing longer prompts. It's about improving your entire process, your workflow. It's about making the whole interaction smarter from start to finish. Okay, so how do we actually build that better workflow? Well, it all starts at the very beginning. You've got to master your inputs. Look at this. The difference is just night and day. Here's the thing. ChatGPT is fast, for sure, but it can't read your mind. When you're vague, you're forcing it to guess everything, your goal, your audience, your tone. But when you're explicit like this, you take all that guesswork out of the equation and you get way closer to what you actually wanted in the first place. And it's not just about the task either. You have to give it the full context. Think about it. Who are you? Who's the audience? Are there any hard limits, things to absolutely avoid? If you don't give it that frame to work with, it's just going to fall back on the most generic, bland, average answer imaginable. Here's the mental model you need to adopt. It works every single time. Just communicate like you're handing off work to a brand new team member. They need a crystal clear brief, right? They're not your longtime coworker who can read your mind. Seriously, making this one little shift in how you think will save you hours of painful editing later on. All right, so you've nailed your input. That's a huge step. But listen, getting a really great final result, it's not about one single perfect prompt. The real magic happens in the conversation, the back and forth. You have to start thinking of the AI as a partner. And with any partner, that first draft is just that, a draft. It's almost never the final answer. So always treat that first response as your starting point. It's a rough draft. From there, your job is to guide it with really specific feedback. I mean, don't just say, make this better. That's useless. Instead, tell it exactly what to do. Make the sentences shorter. Get rid of those repetitive phrases. Can you add a few more practical examples? That's how you refine it. And this next part is so critical for getting good results consistently. I want you to think of it as conversation hygiene. Here's why. If you're in one chat and you jump from asking a complex legal question to brainstorming a marketing outline, you're creating what we call context contamination. The AI remembers the old stuff, and that old information starts to bleed into and pollute your new, totally unrelated requests. So the rule is simple. Keep your chats clean. One project, one problem, one chat. Then start a new one. Okay, so now that you've got the fundamentals down, let's level up. We're going to look at a few pro strategies now that will help you get even more consistent, high-quality results. Think of it like being in a workshop. You wouldn't use a sledgehammer to hang a picture frame, right? You've got to pick the right tool for the job. And not all AI models are created equal. For something quick and low stakes, like just brainstorming some ideas, a faster, more basic model is going to be perfect. But if you're tackling a really complex problem or you need a final output with real nuance and accuracy, that's when you switch to a more powerful reasoning model. That's the one that's built for deeper thinking. Now, here's something that might surprise you. It's a little counterintuitive, but a lot of advanced users are finding that these super long, jam-packed, rigid prompts can actually backfire. You think you're being helpful, but by packing in too many rules, you can create what some call layers of chaos. It just confuses the AI, and it ends up ignoring some of your key instructions. So remember, sometimes a step-by-step conversation works way better than one giant perfect prompt. Okay, and this one is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to build this into your workflow. Never, ever trust. Always verify. Look, AI models hallucinate. That's the technical term for when they just confidently make stuff up. And you need to understand, this isn't some rare bug. It's a normal risk of using the technology. So if an output has anything to do with money, your reputation, or someone's safety, you are 100% responsible for checking it. Just because it sounds confident doesn't mean it's right.
So when we put this all together, what's the big takeaway? What's the one thing you need to remember? It's all about a mindset shift. You have to stop being a passive user who just kind of throws a prompt out there and hopes for the best. You need to become an active manager of the entire AI process.
At the end of the day, you own the whole thing. You own the quality of your inputs, you own the accuracy of your verification, and you are totally accountable for that final result. The AI is an amazing, powerful tool, no doubt, but it's a tool that works inside your workflow, under your direction.
And that really is the most crucial point, isn't it? The AI is this incredibly powerful assistant, a genuine accelerator for your work. But at the end of the day, you are still the one in charge. You are the pilot. So that's the real question to leave you with. This technology accelerates work, period. The only question is, will it accelerate your progress or will it accelerate your mistakes? The choice really comes down to your workflow. Thanks for watching The Explainer.